Good afternoon, and welcome to a new installment of What the Heck Am I Even Watching with your host, Mr. Greg, broadcasting to you from Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location. Summer is almost here, and while it's important that we all get a good healthy dose of vitamin C, I think it's also important that we can each find ways to rock a new upcoming form of body art this summer. While many of us may end the summer with tan lines looking like these, or this, those of us who don't actively make it a point to enjoy the sun regularly may end up with tan lines looking like this. So here are a couple of ideas to really personalize each of your own unique looks this summer. Maybe you want to blend in on that new job site. Or maybe you want to be the trendsetter and bring business casual to the beach. Or maybe it's time you finally shed that alter ego of yours. But whatever you do, don't be this guy. Most importantly, while you are getting your fill of vitamin D this summer, please don't forget to bring a bottle of sunblock wherever you go. Thank you for watching another installment of What the Heck Am I Even Watching with your host, Mr. Greg, broadcasting to you from Mr. Greg's top secret undisclosed broadcasting location. Let's go ahead and start this week's song. This week's song comes to me by request. It is Sweet City Woman by the Stampeders. We're going to get to the chords in the song just a bit, but in the name of redundancy, let's go ahead and check our tuning. As you'll recall from all previous videos, the G string at the 2nd fret produces the same A note as your open A string. The E string at the 5th fret produces that same A note as your open A string. And your C string at the 4th fret produces the same E note as your open E. Now, if that sounds good, go ahead and skip to the chords in the strumming section. Otherwise, we'll get you guys tuned right now. Remember, when we're adjusting our tuning, we're talking half turn, whole turn tops. Too tight, we risk snapping a string. Too loose, and a string just pops out of there. So, without further ado, this is how your G string should sound. Your C string, your E string, and your A string. So this song actually only uses 3 chords. It uses your G chord, your A minor, and your C. The strum pattern for this is Mr. Greg's patented ding down up 4 times per mentioning of the chord, with an exception, but we'll get to that here in a minute. For those of us that are new to the ding down up, the ding is just an unemphasized down strum. It can either be one string, or it can just be a softer group of strings or a softer strum. I'll give you 2 examples. So on that opening line, I'm on my way, could be ding down up, ding down up, ding down up, ding down up, or it could be ding down up, ding down up, ding down up, ding down up. The exception to that strum pattern is going to be in the refrain, and it's going to be 1 strum per chord over the syllable or word that the chord's written over. So, for instance, you'll have bon, si bon, 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 si bon, 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 si bon, 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 bon. Okay, and it does that twice. And then in the last 2 lines of the refrain, where it's so long, ma, so long, pa, so long, neighbors and friends, 1 strum each over the word that the chord's written. So you have so long, ma, so long, pa, so long, neighbors and friends. And then we just jump back into the tune. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, Sweet City Woman. Well, I'm on my way to the city lights, to a pretty face that shines her light on city nights. And I gotta catch a noon train, gotta be there on time. Oh, it feels feels so good to know that she waits at the end of the line. Sweet, sweet city woman, I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, sweet city woman, oh, my banjo and me, you got a feel for singing, yeah, yeah. Bon, si bon, 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 si bon, 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 si bon, 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 si bon, 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 si bon, 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 si bon, 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 bon. So long, ma, so long, pa, so long, neighbors and friends. Like a country morning, all snuggled in dew, and she's got a way to make a man feel shiny and new. And she's singing in the evening, oh, familiar tunes, and she feeds me love and tenderness and macaroons. Sweet, sweet city woman, I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, sweet city woman, oh, my banjo and me, we got a feel for singing, yeah, yeah. Sweet, sweet city woman, sweet, 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 sweet city woman. Sweet, sweet city woman. Sweet, 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 sweet city woman. Sweet, 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 sweet city woman. All right, you guys, there you go. Sweet city woman. See you next week.